Hello all, hope you is goo. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. So, let's embark. I've put Calgro in to remove the Torn Rotator skill quirk. I might also remove Clumsy as well before she comes back out into battle. For now, I've been scouting around the available maps. We're going to the dark. No, we're not. We're going to the Warrens. I have been sort of debating amongst myself about whether I want this Hellion's Hairpin or if I want this Poisoned Herb. I think the plan is to take the Poisoned Herb. I think I'll work on keeping Dragon and Portable well strengthened, and we'll work through the Ruins as the first boss set, I think. So let's begin this. Speaking of, let's bring both Dragon and Portable along for the ride here. They're both set pretty much similarly. So they're both good in their respective positions. Incision unfortunately can't be used from the very far back though. So I might have to reconsider. Fear of Beasts. Ah, Portable might be sitting out. Fear of Beasts. We'll have you back out then. But at the very least, I'm also taking Mag. Because Mag has some good bleeding stuff, and Warren's Adventurer. Reduce stress in the Warrens. I also want Kampf, because Kampf has the bleed skill. And let's go get Slice Off actually. I think Slice Off will be very useful here. I want Kampf to not necessarily dance in this one. I want Kampf to just help with dealing some bleeds and de-stressing. So there's the plan. Just so you can see my thoughts. 2 bleed skills, excellent in an area which has beasts and stuff with with low bleed resistance. Minus the stress, get the extra buffs. Keep Magnolia in the front, but we'll have breakthrough for in case something goes wrong. And then in the 4th spot, seeing as that's now open, what do I take now then? Or who do I take now? Do we bring Maddie back out? I mean, she does have Hound's Harry, which is a rather good bleed thing. So, let's go through the trinkets and get this sorted.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
So, explore 90% of rooms. I'm going to ignore the backtrack room because, well, there's nothing to it. I will take this room with the curio. I might avoid this room. Hold on, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 rooms. So, the 90% should count with all -2. So, I can just go this way and then just come around this way and then just, you know, do a nice curve with no necessary backtracking. I think is my plan here. It's my intention. Let's bleed out some of these guys. Excellent. We'll mark the other one. And Hound's Harry. For that AoE bleed. Now the back guy dies on his own violation. Incision procs in here. This one will go down on its turn. And yeah, I mean, yeah.
Give them no quarter.
Sure. This kind of works. It kind of all works. This team's actually kind of weak at attacking the front. Kind of relying on Portable and Magnolia to do this. Sorry, Dragon. Of course, Portable had to set out from being a beast phobe. Such is life. Passing turn would make me suffer stress. Let's move forward. And break through.
Their formation is
yeah. So really, we shouldn't have issues with Kampf.
At least promises success.
I could also choose to electively equip Dirk Stab instead of, say, Inspiring Tune or Battle Ballad, but I kind of want them as backups. You know what? Maybe I get rid of Inspiring Tune. and I just go straight up for Dirk Stab instead. Right, we'll take you out. Nice miss, bro. Then let's have... Hound's Rush brings me forward by 2, does it? Interesting. Certainly a consideration. But this team doesn't need to move too much. And now Maddie's got Wasting Sickness. That's the one that, yeah, minus disease resist. Excellent. Just what I needed. So let's just put Bleed Out on this guy. Down goes one. Marvelous. What are you doing? Don't spit on my dudes. Spit on my dudes, I'll spit in your food. Even though actually this guy won't care. Would he? It's kind of what he wants. Right, so let's mark the front one. And go Hounds Harry again. Again, don't worry about the fact it keeps saying stat tooltip upgrade cost discount based on the code of the trait. It's got nothing to do with the actual innate damage of the attack. It's just kind of there. And Bleed Out.
As the fiend falls,
the only thing I haven't got with Mag is the adrenaline. But I think I'm happy to forgo that for now. Is there a member of the team with a spare relic slot? There is not. So I'll need to manually bring back the Steady Bracer if I decide to keep it. Could be useful for Queen, I suppose. Honestly.
the light, the promise of
Always
safety.
useful for Musketeers. Some of the best ranged units in the game, if not the best ranged unit in the game. Yeah, I think I'm going to forgo Hound Rush. And I'll just set up this Hounds Harry stuff every time. We'll just treat it as a consistent cleave bleed. Cleave, AoE, see it as you wish. It hits every position. Then let's bleed the front piggy. And bleed the front piggy. Right, so you're dying. You're dying. So the only one who's attacking is the back dude.
Slowly,
Excellent.
gently. This is how a life is.
One left. Now what you doing? Yes, I need to very specifically equip the Dirk Stab.
Continue the onslaught.
Good crit, dragon. Way to keep down the stress. So let's do that now, shall we? I'm not really using Inspiring Tune or Battle Ballad. I think I would keep the Inspiring Tune on though, because I feel like it's a more important thing to help reset Maddie's stress. I will eventually use it within this dungeon. Do not worry. It will come in. It will come in usefulness. I think I need to take this room for just in case. So it's the one instance of backtracking I'll have to guarantee. I can do everything minus one room, I suppose. Skipping 2 rooms in 14 would be under 90%. What? It wasn't coming up with the icon for the... I saw the trap, but it wasn't coming up with the icon for trap disarm chance. I was very confused. Maybe I was doing something wrong there. Almost definitely I was doing something wrong. Don't worry about it. It's okay, we move on. So now we move to the more interesting stuff, like the rest of the dungeon. And we'll keep the place lit. Kinda handy.
A handsome reward for a task well.
And these are just grab, right? Nice.
Packs laden with
They've
loot.
probably got a thing that gives me extra stuff from them, but I didn't work out what it was. So, meh, for the moment. Not that bothered. Right, let's target the back. And then Hound Harry. Again, Maddie's plan is fairly simple. It's just bleed, bleed, bleed. Let's actually buff Mag. We'll stab forward with Camph. Then Mag can break through. The middle one is going down. This one here. Tell you there's 4 on the team, so there's technically no middle one yet. But hey, we took the mark, but we didn't take the debuff on Dragon. I'd consider that an absolute win. Nice, good job resisting the Blight. Jesters are hella fun. They just dodge everything. It's kind of crazy. So let's... I mean, your Blight resistance is kind of higher. So let's buff Camph. We do the same again. I think. Or should I just remove some stress, actually? Nah, I could just remove some stress. Maybe it was more prevalent to give the attack buff to... to my Hellion. Nice push. That's alright, because Mag can just push through now. Triple kill. Nice little bit of stress reduction. Now we can't take everything, so I'd rather eat the 2 food, take the gold, and then not take the 375 jade, because I want to keep the relic, because it's going to be worth more anyway. Right, how far am I through? What's worth taking? Let's just give it a shot, shall we? No holy water. We are giving it a shot. Ooh. So until camp, damage, accuracy, and crit. So I could actually forgo camping entirely. I could just say, screw it, throw the torch, the firewood away,
Waiting to be spent.
and just travel around. That is very much possible.
Lit. The path is clear.
What the best thing to do?
Require only the strength to follow it.
Old journal entry will be taken in compensation for the citrine, I think. I need to take some of the journal entries. Even though, as mentioned, I'm fairly certain it's for flavour, so did I need to take that? Needs a strong word, right? I felt like it. Disgusting. I imagine it's this. Oof, that's a lot of meat to be... This is a lot of food to be missing out on here. That's right, this can just heal back up the team. And then we'll just disregard the rest. Such is life, huh? Up goes the light.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Pointless room. A nice juicy corridor battle. Excellent, they're even surprised. They never knew what hit them. So let's do our best to take them all down.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Then let's harvest to give them both some bleed. So you are going down on your turn. You need 4 more bleed. So if I just damage you, that's enough. Then you can also bleed. Then the other 2 die. This one does an attack. Not much of an attack, but it did an attack. It was an attack of all time. So we'll just Dirk Stab.
Well struck.
And bleed, even though that was enough damage. Excellent. Nice win. Onwards.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I think we'll rest in this upcoming room. Honestly. Let's default the party order. and make camp. So let's use some food.
Firelight and uneasy
Reduces some stress. Battle chance is cool, but we're moving around a bit, so is what it is. Oh, it's a companion, not yourself. Okay, so we won't be using that necessarily. I don't think I want that either. That's useful. We'll remove Mag's bleeding. 10 accuracy for 4 battles. Well, I suppose it's a self buff, but it's still useful. Then let's go Hound's Watch, and we'll prevent nighttime ambush.
The match is
excellent.
struck. A blazing star,
and we'll move on to the nothing room, where absolutely nothing is doing. Then we'll just raid sacks. Don't threaten me with a good time. And through we go. Nope, never mind. Pop. And another 100 gold. Can't knock it. 100 gold's 100 gold.
Victory.
Here is infected by the rotten pile. Sometimes that's been useful and sometimes they haven't. Scurvy. Bleed and move resistance reduction. I'm sure I can treat that at some point. Not for the move resistance even, just for the bleed resistance. I'm not quite as worried about the move resistance, honestly. With my teams being relatively mobile, which is what my plan is, it should be okay. Alright. Please don't disease my dragon. I mean, we've got 40% reduced disease resistance as it is, so that'd be rather unfortunate. But let's see here. Let's mark the drummer this time, actually, rather than the little guy at the back. And the very predictable Hound's Harry. And the second guy is the big old tank. So let's go, if it bleeds on you. I can also accommodate for the harvest bleeds. Then, on how much damage do you take in 6? You got 14 health. Let's bleed the front guy. 1 health remaining. Damn. I tried. There was an attempt. I'm not saying it was successful, but there was an attempt. I'll tell you that much. For free. More hits. Mag taking the brunt of the damage, but that's quite alright. He's doing a great job at keeping up with all of the problems. Then let's target the small pig this time. And who expected the Hound's Harry? What an unexpected move.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Leading to a brilliant confluence of skill and purpose. Ooh, 1 hit point off. Why you do this? Right, piggy down. Piggy down. What? I might try. Oh no, hold on. Not really. Let's just do that. That works. Book of Holiness. Excellent.
But a victory nonetheless.
Let's use both torches to gain the sapphire. I would also like to use 4 food and gain the gold. We'll take a mixture of money and heirlooms from this one. Mostly through lack of choice. Quite honestly. It's more through lack of choice than for anything else. But that's okay. There we go. 4 more food used. And then let's continue adventuring because I want the back room with the battle. And I want to try and see what's in that curio. I think. Or you can just end at the rune battle. I can snuff the torch there. We've already got only a half-lit torch as it is, so... Let's target. You know the drill. If in doubt, bleed it out. Pop. Good stuff, douche. Keep it up. Unlucky crit received. Guarantees the blight, which is kind of a shame, because I've got quite a good decent amount of blight resist. Such is life. Yeah, this big boy needs the bleeds. Can you all stop attacking Dragon, please? What's he done to you? Except try to attack you and maim you and all the rest of it. I suppose the operative word there is tried, considering it's not been successful. And we'll... hold on. So you're taking 4 damage. Let's add a bit more. And the extra damage will finish you off. If it bleeds, and then you're dead. So the whole team is gone. So I can just heal up a smidge. Then let's lick wounds. And then go cry havoc. Giving back a little bit of stress reduction for my team in the final hour.
Be wary.
I'm still not using the drog treats, you know. I'd rather get my crests. So hopefully they get surprised. Nice. Then we'll snuff out the torch for the loot.
The darkness holds dominion.
So let's target little guy. You know the plan. Hounds Harry. Even if it deals 0, it's actually about the bleed, not about the damage. Continue bleeding the big boy. Let's bleed 2 of them. And then we'll bleed you. I think this guy's pretty much done. Yeah, turn after this. Oh no, monster crits are kicking in. This could be bad. If I need to, I can always just leave. Quest is complete after all. It's okay. Ooh, that's not okay. That's death's door. That is less than okay. That is very un-okay, if you ask me. It's right, just keep attacking Mag. Mag has hit points. Then let's Dirk stab into the drummer. Then we'll just have Mag break through. And that's 2 down. A little bit worried about Dragon because she needs to heal herself. And yeah, this final fight has been on the precipice. Nice crit heal. Target the little guy again, and once again go Hounds Harry. The buff stat tooltip thing is annoying me, not gonna lie. Such as it is. Down goes back Piggy. Bop. Excellent win. Bit of a worrying fight, but it won.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Absolutely, thank you, Wayne. Amazing as always. I'm going to ditch the anti-venom. It literally sells for 45 gold. Let's sell the medicinal herbs because they'll sell for bugger all as well. And now we're going back with a nice couple relics as well as a few heirlooms and a bit of money. This is a good balanced win. Yeah. Let's move to the curio. I don't actually want to go back to that previous room. It's literally just for the... There's nothing of value in the remains. Well, isn't that right and slap bang in the middle of good and bad? Okay. So, Camp gets Wheeled Explorer. Awesome. Dragon gets Dark Temptation. Prone to investigating the dark arts. Well, such as it is.
My obsession caused this great foulness.
Okay.
And it is shameful that I
The
must rely upon you
survivalist
to
is
set
now
it
unlocked.
right.
What do you mean the survivalist is now unlocked? What the hell is the survivalist? Oh well. Doesn't matter that much. Got space for 3 more. I'm happy with both of my plague doctors. I'll take a second grave robber, I think. And a second jester. And that's looking good, to be fair.
Like a dagger's point.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Life crystal. I could do with the life crystal. So I think what we'll do is we'll do this medium investigation in the next episode. So we'll end things here for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.